In this Clash of Clans video, we feature my two latest war attacks live. What I want you to take away from this video in terms of education is trying to take advantage of the weaknesses within a base. Don't just try and fit your strategy around a base. Have a little bit of a think about the ones that you're coming up against, and are there any obvious weaknesses such as ground expos, single target infernos, little kill squads that you could get huge value from? Think about that, guys, whenever you're planning out your war attacks. But let's dive into my most recent attacks. What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video. We are going to be doing some live war attacks here for you first. Less than 2 hours in this war, and the first base I want to attack is base number 8. Now, one of the reasons I am attacking this base is that it has 3 multi-target Inferno towers. Pretty cool, and something that you want to take advantage of. So how do I plan to do this? Well, what I am going to be doing is sending my wall wrecker in from the bottom area of the base here, although I do have a jump spell as well. Quite a long way to the town hall, so I'm taking a little bit of a risk on this one, but I'm hoping that my witches can overwhelm these single target infernos, which I am sure they will. I'm going to come from this left hand side, so we need to create the funnel here first. I am going to use a P.E.K.K.A. on one side, my king on the other, followed by the wall wrecker and all of the troops to come in. That should be pretty straightforward to get into the base there, and the single target inferno will hopefully be distracted by them troops. Down at the bottom of the base, I will be using an ice golem to distract this wizard tower. Means I can bring in my bat spells from this area quite nicely to sweep through. An ice golem for this wizard tower as well, but we also have freeze spells. So that is the idea of the attack, guys. Without further ado, let's dive straight into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and be sure to leave me a like for good luck, guys. 12 witches is the name of the game. I think we just got to get into this. My Grand Warden is on air, because I was doing some air attacks before this in multiplayer. So the first thing I am going to do is switch the Grand Warden to ground. That would be embarrassing should I miss that. Let's go with the P.E.K.K.A. first. Actually, I'm going to go with the king here to try and come down over to the base. Then I'm going to go with a couple of witches just to draw not the fire of the Tesla first. That is a witch already gone. I want the single target inferno down, in fact, so that is why I went first with the troops I did. Now let's go with the king for that single target inferno. Let's go with one balloon followed by the healers, and everything should now slowly move into the base. Oh no, I did not see that the single target inferno was on my troops there. Let's use a rage and hope that they go into the base here. Come on, let's get that single target inferno down, guys. We've got to get through this. Grand Warden's ability will be used for the eagle artillery fire. Let's use that now, and then let's see where these troops will go. We're not quite going to get to the town hall, but let's go with the wizard tower down the bottom here, distracted with the ice golem. And then, yeah, I think let's go with the bats down there, guys, even though I'm not super happy right now that the town hall is really going to be a difficult one for my witches and my bats to get through. The bats will take down a lot of the buildings here and provide pathing for my troops up towards that area, but the town hall, should it get activated, will shred my bats relatively quickly. So I actually do not want that town hall getting activated, but there it goes. Let's use the freeze spell. Hopefully we can get that single target inferno with the bats. Oh, I did not even see the wizard tower up there was going to be distracted. Oh, that was so noobish. I should have freezed both of them together. Terrible play on my part. I'm going to pop that queen's ability because I want that town hall down ASAP. Try and protect my witches. That's the main thing. Might have done a bad play there because I need the single for the single target inferno. The queen's ability, should I say. However, I really need the witches and the skeletons to finish off this base. So we might get fortunate here. We've got the Grand Warden and the queen that can reach across to that single, although the wizard tower is doing work onto my skeletons here. Come on, queen, let's help get that down. We've now only got the bomb tower, but I'm worried the queen is going to get targeted here by that single. There is a lot of skeletons in the area. We've still got a witch on the, a couple of witches on the left-hand side, actually. Grand Warden hops the wall, but he will go down here. The queen continues to move around the base. If you have single target Inferno towers, you want to try and maximize on the amount of troops you take. That is skeletons, that is bats, anything that is a high amount of troops that you can try and overwhelm. Look at the Grand Warden standing behind that single. Doesn't that look hilarious? I'm actually going to screenshot that now. The Grand Warden Inferno Tower skin. I think we have 12 seconds. Can we do it? Building the suspense. 10, 9. It is a 3-star attack for the good guys here at Red Elite. 3 stars, only just though some poor performances within that, but let's move across to some more attacks for you guys. Okay guys, for the second attack I am going to be using an electron method, and let's show you the base design because I do feel like this can work. It is against base number 18. The first attack on this base was a 93% a P.E.K.K.A. Bobat from the north, but what it showed me is that there are no Tesla down by the town hall. They're kind of spread out around the base, and there is a dragon, ice golem, and baby dragon in the... No, can't be a baby dragon. Maybe a balloon, I can't remember. Something of that combination in the clan castle. And the reason I thought this could work is that the sweepers are pointing both weirdly in the same direction, up and around to the north, which means a Lalo from the left-hand side can get behind that very easily. I'm going to suicide into the town hall. However, I think I'm going to start with the stone slammer over to this left hand side, try and just kind of cut out these defenses. If I get the multi, the queen, and kind of just spread my balloons over that area, I will be relatively happy. I can then send my king and queen to the town hall and start the Lalo from the top. I was debating putting my queen in from this side, but actually I'd rather get this air defense to ensure that pathing goes up and around. So why don't we just try it, guys? Not getting overly strategic in this one. Let's dive into the attack. Grand Warden is now on air, and let's go for it. So I have lots of loons. I'm going to start with quite a few of them swarming this area, then the stone slammer coming in as well. Didn't know that Tesla was there, in fact, so let's quickly get a couple of loons in, and I'm hoping that my stone slammer, perfect, moves into the base here to the multi-inferno. Beautiful stuff. We can use the rage and the clone as soon as it is about to pop, which is now. Rage, clone, poison onto them troops in the center. Looks like it is the balloons which get cloned, but the E-drag takes down the queen, which is the main thing. Now let's start with the king and the queen and a couple of wizards down to the bottom here. We can also use a minion or two just to clean up. I did have the baby dragon for that. However, it really hasn't worked out too well to have the baby dragon over in that area. Purely because it would go down relatively quickly. Keeping an eye on that queen's ability as well. Town hall is the main thing, but I do want that air defense, and actually I don't think I'm going to get it. However, it's not really going to cause an issue with the pathing of my Lalo. Let's start it now though. With that first lava hound, lots of loons coming in. Second lava hound from over this direction, again cutting into that area. Lots of balloons coming forward though, and I do have a heal spell for this area, so I want a good charge on the balloons initially through this area to the multi-inferno. Let's get that down quickly. Should have potentially froze the eagle, but not to worry, I'm going to use my heal right in the middle there. Grand Warden's ability can be used across to the back end of the base here. Let's get the cleanup troops in, followed by a freeze in this area. Could have potentially used the haste, which I will use now for these balloons coming through. Could have done a better job at this, guys. Let's try and distract that wizard tower as we move to the back end of the base. Let's use the haste spell as well. Still have a wizard in order to help out. As soon as the wizard tower goes down though, we should be good. Minions into the center. 1 minute to clean up, and I think that is going to be a 6-pack in this war. I know they're not the highest upgraded bases, guys, but I'm quite happy given that I really didn't plan the attacks quite as much as I do on many wars. In this one, I've got to be honest, I did just kind of dive into it a little bit, quickly scouted the bases, had a look at what can I take advantage of, and that is the main tip I can give you guys. When you are looking at the bases, try and think about What is the disadvantage of this base? What is the weakness of it? And work your plan from there. That's my favourite part about Clash, is actually not trying to make one strategy fit whatever base I can attack, but trying to figure out the weakness of a base, and it is a beautiful 6-pack in this war. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you want to see a breakdown though of the top 3 Town Hall 12 attacks right now in the game, I'm going to link a video here which will help you guys show that. But I hope you enjoyed my war attacks today. Definitely wasn't expecting a 6-pack, but it was great. Check out them top 3. It will help you out, guys. Until next time though, peace out.